Hello students, welcome to the Pole Science of Class 12 Arts, and today we will start with the topic related to the shark. Previously we completed the aim, then its introduction, then the reasons for formation of shark related to its history, then we read about the primary and secondary objectives of the shark, then we read about the principles, the current member and its observers. Then we read about the organizational structure of shark. After that we read about the secretariat, and lastly we read about the areas of cooperation starting from agriculture, trade, science and technology to culture and education. So today we will start from the conventions of shark. That means conventions can be said as the treaty or as the arrangements, that what are the arrangements or what are the treaties that are being done by the organization SARC. So let us proceed then. So regarding number one convention, SARC convention on combating and preventing trafficking in women and children in prostitution. That means you can see these days that women and children are being trafficked. That means human trafficking is on a higher note these days. So in order to lessen the women and children trafficking, after trafficking the women and children, they are pushed into the prostitution racket. So related to that also, in order to make effective efforts so that this human trafficking of women and children can be reduced, they have started making arrangements related to the trafficking of women and children which can be prevented. Number two arrangements or convention that has been done is Convention on Promotion on Welfare of Children. That means apart from stopping the trafficking in case of women and children, they are also making arrangements so that they can work for the promotion of welfare of children. That means be it a boy or a girl, they can work for the welfare of the children. Moving on to the next convention, they have made arrangements on mutual assistance on criminal matters and suppression of terrorism. So apart from making arrangements related to human trafficking and working for the promotion of welfare of the children, they are also working on diminishing these criminal matters and terrorism matter also. That means all the criminal activities that are going on and all the terrorist or terrorism activities that are very much there, they are aiming, the SARC is actually aiming to stop all these criminal matters and as well as terrorism activities through mutual assistance. That means if 10 member countries or 8 member countries are there, 8 member countries are there in the SARC, so these 8 member countries will actually help each other in order to stop this criminal matters as well as the terrorism activities. Then number 4 convention of the SARC is related to the narcotic drugs. That means the drugs are used these days by the younger generation and they are actually falling prey to the drugs easily these days due to the availability of these deadly medicines. So in order to stop using of drugs between the younger generations also, SARC is making arrangement related to the stopping of the use of these drugs. So as you can see that there are 4 conventions of SARC, that means arrangement has been made by the SARC. Number 1 is related to stop the human trafficking related to women and children by which they are pushed in the prostitution racket. After that they are working for the promotion of welfare of the children. The number third is they are mutually being interconnected and they are fighting against terrorism activity as well as to stop criminal activities also. And last but not the least, they are also fighting for stopping or use of these drugs. After that, the next point that comes is the success of SAARC. That means what are the things that actually relates or that actually have worked for the success of SAARC. If we tell that the SAARC has been very successful, so we need to know what are the points that have actually made SAARC as the successful organization. As we know that it is the largest interorganization because combining 8 of the member countries, it has approx 2 billion of people related to its population. So in that way also we can tell that SAARC is the largest interorganizational structure. So let us read what has led actually to the success of SAARC. Number one is SAPTA, that means SAARC preferential trading arrangement was signed on 7th December 1995. So this SAPTA is actually related to the trading arrangement. That means the trading between these 8 countries, in order to make this trading arrangement more easy and more flexible, the SAPTA was signed between these 8 member countries. Earlier it was 7. Excluding Afghanistan, it is 7. On this date, the 7 member countries signed SAPTA on 7th of December 1995. And this SAPTA stands for SAARC Preferential Trading Arrangement. After that, again one more trade area was signed, that was known as SAFTA. Earlier one was SAPTA, which stands for SAARC Preferential Trading Arrangement. Now the second trade area that was signed was known as SAFTA, SAFTA, which stands for South Asian Free Trade Area, and it was signed in Islamabad in January 2004 between the member countries that were 7 in number at that time. After that, SAARC Chamber of Commerce and Industries, which is also known as the SCCI. That means all these are the points, or all these are the reasons for which the SAARC has been very successful. Number third is the formation of SAARC Chamber of Commerce and Industries for preferential trade actually. The number 4 comes SAARC constitutes South Asian Development Funds. They also have funds of their own, which is known as SADF, which stands for South Asian Development Funds. Then it has also worked for the promotion of literacy as well as education among these 8 member nations. They are mutually together, and with this mutual cooperation they are working hard against fulfilling all the things that are necessary to fulfill the literacy rate to be higher and the education rate also to be higher. In order, with an aim to do or achieve this, they are working togetherly. Then last but not the least, they have made many efforts to minimize a very big problem of this third world or the developing countries, which is poverty. They are working on poverty alleviation. They are with the aim to reduce this poverty alleviation to the lowermost level. Suppose assume that there is 30% poverty in all the member countries of the SAARC. They are aiming to lower it up to 5 or 10% in the coming days. So these all programs that they have actually done since the date of their formation till date, which has actually led to the success of SAARC, starting from 1995 7th December, when they first formed the preferential trading arrangement, under which the trading or the trade was made flexible to do between these or among these 8 member countries, which was signed in 1995, which was known as SAFTA. After that, again one more trade arrangement or agreement was signed, which was known as SAFTA, which stands for Free Trade Area, South Asian Free Trade Area, and it was signed on first on the in the month of January 2004. Then again, they, apart from trade area signing, they established Chamber of Commerce and Industries, which was known as the SHARC Chamber of Commerce and Industries, for the upliftment of economy also, for the upliftment of industries also, which will lead toward the development of the country. After that, fourthly, they constituted South Asian Development Funds. That means some emergency funds also they made, according to which, if among these 8 member countries, if any of the countries needs emergency funds for development or developmental funds is needed, then that can be utilized within these 8 member countries. For this, they have formed SADF, which was also known as South Asian Development Funds. After that, they worked for the promotion and upliftment of literacy and education also, all the 8 member countries, with mutual cooperation. And last but not the least, they are working harder to eradicate poverty from all these member countries, which are 8 in number, because all these member countries are third world countries which are developing at their own pace, and they, in order to become developed from the developing section or category, they need to first reduce the poverty to the lowest level. So they are working on this on also. So with this, I will wind up today's topic. So in today's topic, we have read about the conventions of SAARC, that is related to the arrangements, or you can also tell the conventions as the treaty. So they have worked on reducing or fighting the human trafficking of women and children. Then they have worked for the promotion of welfare of children. They have given mutual assistance to stop criminal offences as well as terrorism activities. And last but not the least, they have mutually cooperated in order to fight the problem of drugs. And lastly, we read about the success of SAARC. What actually led to the success of SAARC? There are 6 points overall, starting from the formation of SAPTA and SAFTA. After that, forming commerce and industries of SHARC. Then again forming the funds for their own development between the 8 member countries, which is known as South Asian Development Funds. Then number 5th was, it is working for the promotion of and upliftment of literacy and education. And last but not the least, it is working for the removal of poverty from all these 8 countries. So I hope that whatever the points I have made you understood regarding success of SAARC and conventions of SHARC, it is now clear to you. With this, I will wind up today's topic. Thank you.